Yo, what's good, world? It's your boy King Mike coming at you live and direct with a video, man. And I got a question. Why do people like AEW? Why? Seriously, why? I can't figure it out, man, because every time I look at AEW, I'm going to tell you what happens. I'm going to tell you the God honest truth, man. They start out nice, right? In the beginning, they start out real nice. Probably that first 20 to 30 minutes. 20 to 30 minutes, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 40. After that, the show goes straight downhill, man. They keep trying to force a bunch of bullshit in. They overbook their shows. They don't let nothing marinate. The matches are too fucking long. And it's like, I don't understand why people like this shit. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. People will sit here and just go to war for AEW, man. And I'm like, man, leave that shit alone, man. Just stop making a fucking fool of yourself, because when AEW is canceled, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And AEW will be canceled. You can mark my words, man, because I don't give a fuck how many of these fucking geeks sit here and go on fucking Twitter and harass celebrities. You know what I'm saying? Talking about watch AEW, do this, AEW's better. And they do all that shit, right? But AEW cannot stay over 1 million viewers. Why? Because when people look at AEW, they see the same shit I see. They see a bunch of bullshit. They see maybe the first part of it be like, all right, that's cool. That's all right. But then when they start really getting into the show, the longer they go into the show, the more and more it sucks. The more and more it sucks. For real. None of the shit makes sense. They don't try to explain anything to anyone. None of the storylines are compelling. The matches are entirely too motherfucking long, and they try to fit too much bullshit into a 2-hour block, right? People don't want to sit there and watch that shit, man. So for all the people that go on Twitter and be like, watch AEW, AEW's better than WWE and yada, yada, yada. When people do watch AEW, they don't like it. They don't like it, and they don't watch it again. So stop making a fucking fool of yourself by supporting this company. Excuse me. Stop making a fucking fool of yourself by supporting Tony Khan, man. Stop that shit, bro. Because when you think about it, what has Tony Khan really been successful at? He got all these motherfucking business adventures. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if he's like has any power over the football club, the soccer club. I don't think he has any power over them anymore. And look what happened when he gave up power, or when he was put out of power. They won a championship. But when Tony Khan was in charge of making the decisions, man, the Fulham Football Club was nowhere near a championship. They were about to get kicked out of the league. He's in charge of making the football decisions for the Jacksonville Jaguars. They are the worst team in the NFL. Tony Khan does all these adventures, all these business adventures, and none of them work out. Ring of Honor is trash. You understand? What makes you think AEW is gonna work? You know what I'm saying? Look, something tells me that Tony Khan is just the face of AEW, right? I don't really think he owns it, man, like people think he do, man. I think there's a team behind AEW and Tony Khan, right? And they're just basically just letting Tony Khan do whatever he want to do, because this is like his project, you know what I'm saying, his pet project or some shit. So they're like, all right, but if you ever get any real trouble, we're gonna bond you out. You know what I'm saying? I think that Tony Khan has a safety net, right? I think they need to pull that shoot, right, man? Because AEW, or now that I think about it, really, maybe Shad Khan is just gonna let this thing die. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna let this thing fail so that Tony Khan can realize he's not a good businessman. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm Shad Khan, right, and I put all this money into this fucking AEW project, and I'm not seeing a profit, and I'm not seeing a return, and it's been 3 fucking years, and people keep getting hurt, and you're spending all this fucking money, I'm pulling the plug on this shit, right? But I think it's gonna come down to Discover Warner Media, and I think they're gonna pull the plug on it. Because why would you continue to invest in something that you're not seeing a return on? Why in the world would Warner Discover Media continue to invest in AEW, and AEW isn't doing anything for Discover Warner Media? They're not doing nothing for them. Why would you give somebody money just to fuck it off, right? I understand why Shad Khan would do it. That's his son. But why would a fucking conglomerate like Warner Discover Media just give AEW money and they know they're going to fuck it off because that's what they've been doing for the past 3 years. They just been fucking off. They've been losing sponsors. Sponsors don't want to do business with them. Anytime you try to tell Tony Khan something that's better for business, he gets this pissy boy attitude. Why would you want to continue to do business with these people, man? So all y'all AEW dick suckers, because that's basically what you are, man. There's no reason to believe in this company, but for some reason you do. You're an AEW dick sucker. So to all y'all AEW dick suckers, stop supporting this company, man. Stop tweeting, watch AEW. Stop tweeting AEW is better. Kat Deaning, or whatever her fucking name is, the girl from Two Broke Girls. Let her think what she wants to think. Quit spamming that bitch, man, talking about watch AEW. What are y'all gonna do when she watches AEW and then she comes back on Twitter and say WWE's better? What's gonna happen? Y'all gonna fucking send death threats her way? Like y'all do everybody else that goes against AEW? Are y'all gonna say she's stupid like y'all do everybody else that goes against AEW? Stop being, I hate AEW. I hate AEW. AEW is the worst thing for wrestling, and that shit needs to be canceled. And I truly believe that Stephanie McMahon and Triple H, they're gonna fucking step on AEW. I believe they got it in their business objectives and AEW, man, because AEW been taking a lot of shots at WWE, man. They've been sitting here fucking around with Vince McMahon all these fucking years. And for all the shit people talk about Vince McMahon, y'all gotta remember, that's Stephanie's father. That is Triple H's father-in-law. They got love for that old man. You know, y'all can't just be going around here talking all this shit about Vince and thinking that his offsprings aren't gonna do anything about it. Y'all are fucked. And to all the people who left WWE and went to AEW and started talking shit, and now you want to be like, and even the people who didn't make it to AEW, if you left WWE and you went to like, this is Talk is Jericho or whatever his talk show is, or you went on the internet and you started bashing WWE, now that Vince is gone, you sit here, you like, oh, I might come back to the WWE. Do you realize that you didn't have a choice in the first motherfucking place? You got fired. You didn't leave. Do you understand that? It wasn't your choice. You were kicked out. You was kicked out. You didn't leave on your own merit. People like Karrion Kross sitting here talking about, oh, now that Triple H is in charge, I might consider coming back to the WWE. Bitch, you don't have a choice. You don't have a fucking choice. If they don't want you, they don't fucking want you, man. And if I was Stephanie and Nick Khan, I wouldn't want Karrion Kross back. And y'all fans who sit here and support Karrion Kross, he's a fucking hypocrite. When he was in the WWE and he was getting them WWE paychecks, and y'all was sitting here and y'all was like, Karrion Kross deserves better. Karrion Kross, why did they got him coming out in that stupid helmet and that vest? Karrion Kross needs Scarlet. Whoop, whoop, whoop. What did Karrion Kross say? He did not back y'all up. He backed WWE up. He sat there and he said, I like my helmet. I could do this without Scarlet. He said all the shit opposite of what y'all was saying. The motherfucker get fired. And now he's like, oh, that helmet was stupid. I hate bitches like you. I can't stand bitches like you. I got respect for Dakota Kai. And now that I think about it, I'm really thinking about it. Maybe that's why they brought Dakota Kai back. Because when Dakota Kai left, she left in the most peaceful way possible. And she actually left. It was her choice. She didn't renew her contract. She said, you know what? I'm going to go out there and I'm going to do something different. Or she said, you know what? I'm going to take me a little break, man. You know what I'm saying? Because she didn't sign anywhere else. She didn't go wrestle on the Indies. She didn't go to AEW. She didn't go to Impact. She didn't do none of that. She just sat back and she did her Twitch, right? So she did it the right way. She did it the right way, and you see they brought her back. I see Persia Parada on Twitter, right? And she tweeted out something that might be a little cryptic. I don't know. I might be reading too much into it, man. But she retweeted this gif of her walking out of a WWE locker room and then turning back like she forgot something, right? So maybe they bring Persia back. And understand, when Persia left, she left the right way too. She gave thanks for the opportunity and she went about her business. She didn't go on all these other talk shows and start talking shit. She didn't do the opposite of everything that she said. Like Keith Lee. Keith Lee is another one. When Keith Lee was Bearcat Lee and all this shit and people didn't like it and people didn't understand it and they bashed it, what did Keith Lee say? Oh, you people are ignorant. Y'all don't understand the history of Bearcat Lee and all this bullshit. I was about to call him Killer Cross. Keith Lee gets fired, right? And what does he say? Oh, that Bearcat name was stupid. I don't know why they did that. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I hate people like you. Stop being like that, man. You know, look, people like that, they can't be trusted, right? Because they flip-flop more than a fucking fish out of water. You understand? A motherfucker like Miro, you're fucked. You can't come back to the WWE. I mean, you could, you know what I'm saying? Because they could hire you back and all this stuff, but most likely they won't. And even if they did, for you to go from Miro back to Rusev, do you know how much that shit will fucking hurt? Do you know how embarrassing that shit would be? Really? You talked all that shit about how you couldn't reach the brass ring, whoop, 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 10 years in a home and you couldn't break the ceiling and all this shit. And then you go back to that motherfucker because the company that you put all your money on, the company that you put all your trust in, fucking went belly up because they're owned by a 6-year-old. Cody Rhodes made the right decision. He got out before the shit got too fucked up, right? He went back while Vince was still there, right? Because something tells me in the back of my mind, Stephanie sat there and she paid attention to all that shit everybody was talking. When everybody left, she paid attention to the way they left and all the shit they said. And something tells me that fucking Stephanie has a blacklist and a lot of y'all motherfuckers are on it. So while y'all are sitting here talking about, oh, I might come back to WWE, stop that, because you're going to do nothing but make a fucking idiot out of yourself. They're not going to hire you back because of the way you left, because of the bridge you burnt, right? All these motherfuckers thinking that the WWE needs these wrestlers. No, not really. It's kind of a blessing. I'll be real with you. It's kind of a blessing to work for the WWE because, yeah, you're going to work hard. You're going to work hard. They're going to expect a lot of you, you know what I'm saying? But you're going to make a lot of money and you're going to travel the world. You know what I'm saying? It's a good, and you're going to get exposure. It's not bad. It's not bad to work for the WWE. All these people who sitting here talking all this shit about the WWE, man, I promise you they will come back at the drop of a dime, man, for them bags. I promise you they will. You know? So I just want motherfuckers just to stop being stupid, man. Stop sitting here and acting like you really had a choice or you really have a choice now. You don't have a choice. They fired you. You know what I'm saying? You didn't leave on your own merits. I wish the fans would stop being so stupid, man, but we're going to see how everything plays out, but that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. That's what the nation is here for, man. We're gonna fix all of this shit. We're gonna open up a lot of eyes, and it's gonna be a lot of fun, man. But I'm gonna sign out. It's your boy King Mike coming at you live and direct with a video, man. If you came this far, leave a like on the video, you know, obviously because you liked it. Subscribe to the channel, man. Join the nation. Let's grow this thing. Follow me on my Twitter at King Mike, KINGMIKE 307. If you want to talk about anything I said in this video or anything that's going on in your world, you can leave me a comment below and I'll get back at you, all right? Peace.